Hey y'all, I hate introducing myself because I feel so awkward, but I'm gonna do it today, and then I even might use this clip for all the rest of my videos to come, just because I hate introducing myself. But my name is Nia Janae. Follow me if you want to. Some of the videos might be good, some of them might not be. Do what you will with that. But today, I'm going to tell y'all a story. I told this story before, but I took that video down because I didn't like how it looked. And the story was like all over the place. Like, it took me 28 minutes to tell it when I feel like I could probably tell in like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna title it Hotel Horror Story or whatever. But it was not a hotel, it was a hostel. Whenever I go to California, I always get a hostel because I'm broke and hostels are cheap. There's only one time I didn't get a hostel, and that place I got on Airbnb was like $500 for 2 nights. That's diabolical. So this day, I had booked. I'm going to a concert, right? I had booked a hostel months in advance or whatever, and so when the day comes, I'm actually on the plane or whatever. I get off the plane at LAX, and I'm like, oh, let me contact the place right quick because I want to know if I have to put a deposit down, because I didn't want to, because I didn't really have the funds. So I'm like, let me call them before I get there so I won't waste money to get there or whatever. So I called them. They don't answer, but I see a message that they sent me. They're like, this hostel is for like foreigners or whatever. So, you know, if somebody's traveling for a different country, then that's what the hostel is for. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much late on this information because I'm not international. I'm from the States as well. So I'm calling them. They're not answering. So I had no choice but to spend my money and go there. So I drive all the way there. I'm talking to them. I'm telling them like I'm not international, and they're like, well, do you at least have like a flight or whatever? They're like, we can work with that as long as we know you came from like a different city. Y'all, my flights were like, my tickets were on my phone, and my previous one that I had no longer existed, and the next one wasn't showing like a date. He needed a date. It wasn't showing a date yet because it wasn't time for me to leave yet. So we couldn't work with that. He tried to see if I could put down a deposit or whatever. It's $100 deposit. I was just like, no, just forget it. So I'm panicking. I immediately like find a new place to stay. It was pretty cheap. I think it was like $60 a night. So that would be like 2 nights, basically like 3 days. So I booked them or whatever. Last minute, as soon as I booked them, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to check the location. This location was like super far. It was like an hour and a half away from LA basically, because this would be a problem because everything I wanted to do would be in LA, and the concert that I was going to was not even in LA. It was like 2 hours away from that place. So I'm like, I have to cancel this. So I try to cancel it immediately, but it's like $100 fee if I cancel it, which I should have paid a fee because that would have been cheaper. Long story short, I just had to take the L, and I only slept there. So, you know, I decided, since it's basically, my Ubers were basically like $100 leaving there. So no, it's $50 leaving, $50 come back. So I'm like, if I leave, I'm not coming back till nighttime. So yeah, that's what happened. I ended up paying like $400 basically, like $400, $500 just leaving and coming back. Which I found out that it would have been cheaper if I had just canceled it right away, and found somewhere else that was closer, but I didn't. So yeah, I was very stressed. I'm the type of person that stressed about money on vacation. Anywho, my first night there, I've been to a hostel before, like building with like, you know, a room with like full of people or whatever. There's one hostel that I would probably go to again. The bunk beds are like super like hit your head on it. That's why I don't like that place. Second hostel is roomy, but like the showers are open. Like 4 showers are facing each other. You have to take off your clothes and just butt naked in the shower and see the person next to you that's butt naked. I don't like that. So I tried out this new hostel or whatever, and it turns out it's just a house renting out rooms with bunk beds. My first experience with that. I don't mind because it's cheaper. So I get there and they tell me to wait outside because it wasn't ready yet. I guess it was their first time on the listing, so they didn't have nothing ready yet. So I'm waiting on the outside. They're coming up. And mind you, there's like four different hosts, and there's like 2 Spanish ladies. I think the other lady I didn't see, and then there was like a Spanish guy. So I'm waiting outside. The lady comes, speaks to me. She's like, "We're almost done. Like, do you want anything? Do you want any candy? Do you want any coffee?" It's 6 p.m. by this time. I'm like, "No, I don't want any coffee. I just want some food." And she's like, "I can drive you to go get some food." I had an idea of what I wanted and I was going to order it. Well, I really wanted to go to the restaurant, but it was too far, so I was going to order it. So I'm like, "No, I'm cool. Like, I'm just going to take a shower whenever you're ready, and then I'm going to order my food or whatever." They're done. I go in there, I sit on the bed. I'm getting my stuff ready for my shower. Why the lady bring me candy? I was on a diet at this time. I do not want candy. If I said I don't want candy, I do not want candy. But since she gave it to me, I had no choice but to eat it. So she gives me the candy, and I'm in the bed eating the candy. Mind you, she's walking back and forth, like fixing things up and getting it together. I'm eating the candy like right in her face. She doesn't say anything. Keep that in mind. So that happens. I take a shower, whatever. I come out and there's 2 more people who I guess are sharing rooms with me. So that night, everybody that was coming to stay in my room came. So it was me. On my bunk bed, it was me and this one dude, Spanish dude. He barely said anything. But the other bunk bed was this girl and her boyfriend. So that night, I eat my food or whatever, go to sleep. So I'm laying down trying to go to sleep, and this couple, they're at the pool or whatever, and so the door's open, and they're letting in these horse flies. If you know what horse flies are, they're huge flies. And these flies are like flying around my head while I'm sleeping, and I'm getting irritated because I don't like flies. I don't like bugs. I'm trying to get some sleep. Why is there a fly landing on my head while I'm asleep? So they're in a pool or whatever. I get up. I'm trying to let the flies out or whatever. Dude comes in. He turns the light off. He goes to bed. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go to bed or whatever. So I close the door. I lay down and go to sleep. Mind you, it's October in California at this time, so it's kind of chilly. So I lay down. Why did the dude get up and open up the door? I'm cold. So 20 minutes in, I get up and I close the door. 20 minutes later, he get up and he open the door. I'm cold. I just feel like you're not the only person here. Like if you're hot, leave your blanket off, bro. Like why you open up the door and get underneath the blanket? But I'm a good roommate, so I just stayed cold that night. So I go to sleep. Next day, I'm getting ready to go somewhere. Mind you, I'm not coming back till nighttime, like I said, because I'm not spending money on lifts to come and go. So I wake up at like 5 a.m. I'm waiting to see if anybody gets up and goes to the bathroom. The girl wakes up, the girlfriend and the boyfriend wakes up. They both go to the bathroom. The dude that was above me, he was already gone. So they go to the bathroom and I'm like, okay, cool, now I can go in there. So I go in there, I take my little did I do a shower? I don't think I did a shower because I did a shower the night before. So I just do like a quick wash and then like well, the wash wasn't quick, but like, yeah, I did like a wash. I came out. So first I washed, brushed my teeth, everything. I brushed and then I brushed my hair. Left out, waited to see if anybody else has to use the bathroom because I'm a good roommate. The girl, she goes in there and I guess she does her little wash or whatever, and she comes out in like 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay. Took her 5 minutes to wash her butt. Like, okay. So she goes in there. Her boyfriend goes in there and he blows up the toilet. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, people gotta use the bathroom. Like, can't complain about that. So I go in there. I finish touching up my makeup or whatever. I leave. I come back at night. Yeah, that happens. Next day come. I got an event that I gotta get to. Same thing. I get dressed. I get in the bathroom. I clean myself, brush my teeth, brush my hair, leave out. Make sure like if somebody else gotta go in there. So the girl goes in there, whatever. Same thing. She gets dressed in 5 minutes. Her boyfriend goes in there, and usually when they're done getting dressed, they leave out the room because I guess they go out and eat breakfast at the table or whatever. So I go back in there and do my makeup. The girl knocks on the door. I come out, I'm like, okay, cool. She probably gotta use the bathroom. So I come out, I let her use the bathroom. Mind you, the first day, after every time I went to the bathroom, every time I came out, either the girl went in there or she like knocked on the door for me to come out, basically. So, okay, yeah, back to the storyline. So yeah, I let the girl in there. I go in there one last time, I check myself out. I take some pictures by the pool, I leave. Because I went to a concert. I come back from the concert. I'm like, because I didn't get any food at the concert or whatever, because I guess all they had was hot dogs and I didn't want that. So as soon as I come in through the door or whatever, the lady, she stops me and she's like, sorry to bother you, but like, did you stop up the toilet earlier? I was like, no, I wasn't here earlier. But mind you, I do remember dude, he blew up twice the day before and the day that I'm on. He blew up the toilet. He blew up that bathroom. Whatever he was eating wasn't no good. He blew up the bathroom or whatever. So I don't say nothing because I don't really care. But like I'm keeping a mental note like, no, he stopped at the toilet. But I was just like, no, I wasn't here. And then she was like, okay, like, I'm not blaming you. Like, I believe everybody played a part in stopping up the toilet. Okay. But, she's like, yeah, I believe everybody played a part, but, like, they were coming to me saying that the toilet was stopped up. So they came to you and told you that I stopped up the toilet. I do not know these people. I have not been here. Why are we pointing fingers at me? Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I got stuff to do. Like, so I go in the room, whatever. I'm going to take off my makeup. I'm going to order my food, clean my makeup off. And by the time my makeup is done being taken off, my food should be here. And then I'm going to take a shower before I eat my food. That's the order that I'm going in. So I go in there. I clean my makeup off. And somebody's knocking at the door. It's a Spanish girl. And I know it's her because it's always her. Ain't it? So she's knocking on the door. Mind you, I don't know if she could speak English because all I ever heard it was everybody there speaking Spanish. So I'm like, okay, 1 second, I'm coming out 1 second. So next thing you know, 5 seconds later, somebody else is knocking on the door. I said, okay, I'm coming out 1 second. It's the host. She's like, why am I hearing that you're taking hours in the bathroom. I'm like, who's taking hours in the bathroom? I just got here. You just talked to me when I walked in. I just got here. How have I been in the bathroom for hours? And then she's like, "Oh, well, I'm hearing that you're in the bathroom for hours and someone has to use the bathroom." So I'm like, "Okay, I'm coming out in a second." So I came out, but like normally when I take off my makeup, I'm getting water all over the place. Usually I just clean it up, but I didn't clean it up. Just step into all the water since you want to tattle to like a 2-year-old. How old are we? And you snitching to the host that I'm taking all day in the bathroom? Girl, you go to the bathroom. Never mind. But anyway, so I come out. I'm irritated. I'm sitting on the bed, irritated. My food ended up coming. I went to go get my food or whatever. Come back in the bed. I'm not eating the food. I'm just sitting there or whatever because I'm waiting to take my shower. The lady comes in, the host, one of the hosts, and she's like, "Why are you walking in the house with your shoes on? It's kind of disrespectful to the other guests. Like, you're getting the floors dirty. I don't know if you do that where you live at, but like we don't do that around here. Mind you, I understand, and like I wouldn't walk around in the house with shoes on, but I forgot to pack my socks, and at the end of the day, this is not my house. I don't know whose house this is. I'm gonna wear something on my feet." So she's just like, "Yeah, take them shoes off. The floor is clean. We mop it every day. We wax it. We got on the floor and scrubbed it. We got on one knee and we scrubbed it with a toothbrush, super clean." I'm like, okay. Well, I take my shoes off, walk to the bathroom, and my feet was already black. Clean wear. So I'm like, okay, cool. She leaves. She comes back. She's like, "You can't eat food in here. Why are you eating food in here? It's kind of disrespectful to your roommates. If you can eat food in here, do you think if you think it's okay to eat food in here, what if they ate food in here? How would you feel?" I don't give a fuck, lady. I don't care. I don't care. Like, this is not my house. This is basically, even though this is a house, it's like a hotel to me. And in a hotel, I would eat in my room. And then, so she's like, "Eat at the table or whatever." So I'm like, okay. And then she's just going on about like, "Yeah, you eat in a room. There's gonna be rats crawling around. Like, do you do that at your house? I don't know how you do it there, and if you be having rats running around your house." I don't have rats running around my house just because I eat in my room. It's called cleaning up after yourself. And how is you talking about rats, but y'all got flies flying everywhere in this house? I couldn't even go to sleep because there's flies flying around my head. You okay with flies flying around the house while you cooking and stuff? Like cooking in the kitchen and flies flying around the pan, but you want to talk about some rats? So I'm like, okay, whatever. This is not my house, whatever. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, the girl snitched on me for taking long in the bathroom multiple times because lady said she's always hearing them in the bathroom for hours. Dude lied and said I stopped at the toilet when he stopped at the toilet. The lady got mad at me because I wore shoes. To my disrespectful. She got mad because I was eating and saying it was disrespectful to them. In my head, y'all are all Spanish people. I'm the only black person. Y'all ganging up on me. At this point, this is kind of racist to me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So next day or whatever, same thing. Or wasn't this night? No, I stayed a little bit the next day because the next day was actually my checkout, and was it my checkout? No, it wasn't my checkout yet. I just stayed a little bit longer in the morning because I wasn't in a rush to leave. So yeah, I stayed a little bit in the morning. The lady came to me with the rules. She's going off about how I'm breaking all the rules and stuff. She shows me the board. I'm just like, I booked this place from booking.com. I read the rules. I know how to read. None of that stuff was in the rules. None of it. And then she's writing on, why are you writing it on a bulletin board? That bulletin board did not exist when I got there. So how am I supposed to know the rules? If you're just not writing the rules and it wasn't on booking when I booked the place, how would I know the rules? It's not making sense. So I'm just like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. So you know the drill. Every time I go in the bathroom, old girl gotta use bathroom. So next day or whatever, I leave, I do what I have to do. I come back at nighttime. And so I had brought food back with me. And then I remember what they said about not eating in a room or whatever. So I sat at the table, I ate, and then I seen another like black guy come, and he didn't share rooms with me. He was like in a different room. So he's seeing me, like after they show him the rules or whatever, he's seeing me eat at the table. He's like, well, we can't eat in our room. I'm like, apparently not, because they told me I couldn't. And he was like, and I was like, exactly. And so I'm eating at the table. Why one of the hosts come in there, lay down on a couch, turn off the light and everything, and I'm sitting in the dark? Listen, a hustle is a hustle. I don't care about you renting off your house. Like, y'all got 4 rooms to spare. Rent it out to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. But why don't you have room? Why are you sleeping on the couch? The living room is supposed to be a common area, because y'all don't want us to eat in our room or do anything in our room. This is a common area. Why would you turn off the light and go to sleep on the couch at 9:30 p.m.? I was not about to eat in the dark. I went in the room at 8. Either you want me to eat at the table in light, or you want me to eat in the room. Which one? So, yeah, I think that's it. I think. Very weird. Very weird experience. I just felt like they was ganging up on me because they was all Spanish and I wasn't. But what do you think? Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to hear another horror time story.
You're exciting, boy, come find me. Your eyes hold me, girl.